Carol, sorry that I joined late
Yeah.
in the discussion. Have you presented the concept of access point provider to them, the involving of Pagero?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so
Okay.
maybe
Can
I can
I?
come back. Yes.
I quickly share something so that the team is aware. Okay.
Mm.
You see my screen. This is actually a file
Mm.
provided by IMDA. IMDA is Singapore organization, government organization that's implementing the invoice now. So they actually has certified a group of what they call access point provider. So all this information that is extracted out of MRI that will be sent to this access point provider, and then they will have access to Singapore Inland Revenue Department to validate the data. That is why earlier Carol talking about the acceptance of the invoice as well as reject. If it's reject, it's going to provide a reason. So this is the certified access point provider, certified by IRAS. And you can see Pagero is over here. Pagero is actually an international player. They not only cater for invoice now in Singapore, they do Malaysia e-invoice. There's something in South America, they are North America, they're all over the world. A lot of countries implementing e-invoice now. So Pagero is the international player for that. Some client will implement it for Malaysia. Some client reflect that their price is more on the higher side in terms of the pricing. And also in terms of support, they prefer something more local. This is based on our Malaysia experience. So we are also evaluating another potential provider, which is DataPost. DataPost is a local player. It is actually a spin-off previously from SingPost or Singapore Post Office. So once you review the solution, right, I think the next thing to do is we are going to introduce you to both Pagero and DataPost. You have to listen out to the proposal, their experience, as well as the pricing to determine that which solution you want to go ahead. All right. So there is this component, you have to get the access point provider to process the file. We send it to you and submit to IRAS. Any question?
So does JLA have flexibility to nominate any one of these providers and the solution would interface?
Not everyone on the list. We have done the shortlisted. So the first one, because Pagero, we've been working with them for Malaysia and other countries as well. So DataPoints is someone that we identify locally. So at the moment, we're presenting these two to have a potential collaboration in giving the solution to client. So we'll first introduce you to these two, but if there's somebody else in mind, this list here, they downloaded IMDA, and you feel strongly you want to work with one of those that is on the list, you let us know, then we'll see what is the work involved. Is that something that we can explore over a longer term? Let us know. But right now, we have...
Marcus, sorry.
Yes.
You mean DataPost is actually more or less related to this SingPost,
yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So they are very famous because SingPost used to handle a lot of data processing as well, large quantities. So they are very experienced in this area. So when we reach out to them, we also realize that they have quite a robust framework already. And they are also very familiar with Singapore since they are really local based at SingPost. So we think it's a strong candidate. Yeah, Carol, you want to add something? Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So because Pagero is our global partner for invoicing, so that's why our client in EMEA, North America, and also APAC are using Pagero. And also, again, just now I mentioned about, maybe I share my screen again. Okay. So, so you can see my screen. So I come back to this slide. So because Pagero is a global partner, so we use the PUB file format to develop the Singapore e-invoicing package. Okay. So if you make a decision to use another partner, so again you can use the data populated on the e-invoice table and then interface with them. So it's your decision, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But there's some additional
DataPost is using PEPPO as well. So PEPPO is an international standard when it comes to this e-invoicing solution. There's some beauty of it that Carol is developing the entire solution, which is PEPPO based as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Again, so for this one, for the generate the invoice by email sent to the tenant. For this one, last time when we talked to because I cannot remember is it SingPost? The
DataPost.
DataPost. And they say they do not have this function available. So if you want to use this function to send out invoices by email notification by email, so maybe Pagero is a better option. But again, you can compare the differences between Pagero and the DataPost to find out which one is better for you. But again, if you use the Singapore regional pack, you can generate all the required data and save the invoice table. And then you can make a decision whether to continue use Pagero or use another service provider. It's up to you. For example, like Malaysia, again, when we explain to them, because for Malaysia it's more flexible. They don't have to use a third party to do it. They can also log on to the Inner Revenue portal and then enter the invoice manually one by one. So if they do not want to use Pagero, they can just use the data created the e-invoice table to help them to enter the invoices into the Inner Revenue portal. So it's up to you. But again, it's recommended to implement the Singapore region pack so that you can benefit from what we have already created so that you can have all the required data saved in the custom table for further uses. And okay, so one thing, if you are interested about what Pagero can provide, I think we can contact Pagero and then make an arrangement, and then you can get more information from them. Will it be okay?
So, Stephen, that will be the next step. Yeah. We are going to introduce you to Pagero. We are going to introduce you to DataPost. Then you will get presentation from them. Then you will have to make a decision. Then we can go through the implementation. So the implementation is to install all the relevant components, and then you will start doing an end-to-end testing to make sure that it meet your requirement. So on top of that, right, as you notice by now, Carol developed it inside the Singapore regional pack, but some of the fields, you already have your custom field inside your list table. So we had to somehow put them together as well because the list table now have to contain additional invoice now fields. Yeah. So that will be part of the implementation. Yeah. So the MRI provide you with a standard pack, but we potentially need to make some customization as well to make sure that it gel with your original custom web pages. So they will go through the implementation, it go through the UAT, the end-to-end. Once it's done, then we talk about when is the right time to do the deployment.
Okay. Just now I mentioned about the file, the PUB file created by PMX. So now I show an example of it. So it will be on the XML format, and it contains the supply detail, the customer detail, and the invoices detailed in one single file for one invoice. So this is the a sample of the file. Okay.